So, the world of Adventure Time is totally normal, right?
Oh, it's true, man. I heard it through a reliable source.
Just like us, our heroes suffer sleepless nights, splinters, cell phone signal issues. Never mind. So, in a show defined by cosmic chaos, bubblegum princesses, and stretching dogs, finding normality might actually be the ultimate quest. But we've done it. We'll go season by season, picking the most normal episode from each. Then at the end, we'll compare them all to find which is truly the most normal story ever told in the Land of Ooo. What are we looking for? Minimal magic, relatable emotional themes, and just how peculiar these characters behave. We start with our Season 1 pick, my two favorite people. Jake's caught between his girlfriend, Lady Rainicorn, and his best friend. So when Shelby suggests a picnic for them all to hang out, he thinks it's a great idea. But it starts terribly. Rainicorn speaks Korean.
What did she say?
She said she also thinks it's great.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Finn's diarrhea joke is a dud. Determined to succeed, Jake suggests they retrieve the universal translator from Lake Selazin. With the translator fitted, Finn and Rainicorn instantly hit it off. Jake's plan is working just a little too well. They end up getting power rings without him and are too busy with video games to play music with him. Suddenly, Jake feels like the third wheel. When his plan to use Tiffany to make them jealous fails, he confesses his true feelings, and they end up closer than ever. Except Tiffany. He's out. How normal is it? A story about friendship, love, and feeling left out? The most human thing a magic dog could feel? That being said, a flying rainicorn with an old man's voice definitely is weird. That and a fighting science cat must bring that normal score down. Next up is Season 2 and Susan Strong. Finn starts the episode all
soul-searching and weird
because he realizes he's never met another human. When he and Jake discover a strange hatch and inevitably jump in like true adventurers, they discover a tribe of mysterious, giant, human-like, hat-wearing, terrified folks. Finn befriends Susan. Convinced she's human, it awakens something in him. Hope. He's ecstatic and wants to teach her all about the surface world. This optimism doesn't last long. Susan quickly mistakes the candy people for yummy edibles and leads her entire tribe in an attempted culinary raid on the Candy Kingdom. Even Peppermint Butler isn't safe. The attack is thwarted only when the Marshmallow Kids set the humans' hats on fire, revealing their mutated gills and fins.
Do you think she was human or just another wild animal?
We're all wild animals, brother.
A quiet, introspective ending. It's a story about finding our identity. Normal. It's also a story about mysterious mutants below the surface of the world. And fighting candy, not so normal. On to Season 3. And we're actually going for the episode that on first impressions might seem most odd. Thank you. We follow a grumpy snow golem on a simple shopping trip for acorns and pears, interrupted by a pack of firewolves. When he inadvertently adopts a tiny, aggressive firewolf pup, the golem quickly learns that raising a fire child when you're made of snow might be the hardest job anew. He's constantly melting, and the pup keeps setting his furniture on fire. After days of struggle, the golem sacrifices his safety to return the pup to its pack, only for the pup to race back, licking and melting him into a happy puddle. It's unlike anything else in Adventure Time. It's not about chaos and grand quests. It's an almost entirely silent film about overcoming differences and unconditional love. It really is one of the most normal episodes we see. Now, if only we could forget this image of an ice golem holding a cow for a fire pup to feed. Now, if Thank You is considered a standalone episode, our Season 4 pick is absolutely pivotal to the lore of the entire Adventure Time series. We're talking about I Remember You. The Ice King flies to Marceline's asking for help to write a love song and
dope lyrics to lure the honeys in.
Irritating as usual. Finn and Jake are ready to remove him, but Marceline takes pity. As they jam, she's increasingly frustrated by him being, well, the Ice King, and comes to realize that he really doesn't remember their shared past at all. So she shows him pictures of them before the war, but of course he's not getting it. So she sings a desperate message written by his former self, Simon, revealing his anguish over the ice crown slowly consuming his mind, all while trying to protect her during the apocalypse. The emotional score for this one is a heartbreaking 10 out of 10. The empathy we feel is real for his sacrifice and his memory loss.
I just want to be loved!
Where this one falls down on the normal scale is the lore. It directly dives into the Mushroom War, Simon Petrikov, and the Curse of the Ice Crown. Now let's take a look at Season 5. It's a mammoth season, with 52 episodes to choose from. Did we make the right choice? Our contender, Jake the Dad. Jake's just become a brand new dad to 5 Rainicorn dog pups, and like any great dad might, he tells Finn he's got to focus on parenting over adventuring, especially if he's going to be the
Best dad ever.
Problem is, first-time parent anxiety kicks in. He's overproductive, exhausted, and maybe puts a little too much faith in Mom's manual for raising beautiful children. When a pack of foxes try to eat Jake, the pups leap into action. Forming a super pup, they use their powers to scare off the foxes. Turns out Rainicorn pups grow up fast. Finally accepting his kids are independent, Kim Kil-wan already has a beard after all, Jake returns to the tree fort. How normal is it? Freaking out about becoming a parent is as normal as it gets. He's proud, he's scared, and drives himself a little crazy. Minus points for the fact that these pups are not very normal, are they? Flying, talking, interspecies power pups just about sums it up. On to Season 6, which features some of the show's most cohesive storytelling, dedicating lots of time building out Finn's relationship with his dad. Among all of this, finding normalcy was a bit of a challenge. Our pick, Jake the Brick. This plot is bizarrely simple. Jake transforms himself into, well, a brick in a crumbling shack to fulfill a childhood dream. And, of course, boredom kicks in. So he starts narrating the events of nature around him. We learn that bunnies are cute and deers are jerks. Unbeknownst to Jake, Finn and Starchy broadcast his entire narration across Ooo. When a storm hits, listeners are gripped by Jake's words, becoming intensely invested in the bunny's struggle to survive. When beavers and a sea lord unexpectedly save the bunny, the entire kingdom cheers. Jake's a hit! But he's also inspired by the indomitable bunny, even enough to leave the shack. Okay, so this one is a bit meta. It's a story about storytelling, finding inspiration from the stories we see and hear. Jake finds that inspiration in nature, the everyday, the mundane. What he observes all feels rather normal. Minus points for Jake being a shape-shifting brick. And are deers really jerks? Who can say? But, probably. Our Season 7 pick is about pest control. Varmints. Marceline swings by the Candy Kingdom for a late-night slushy run, only to discover the King of Ooo has exiled Princess Bubblegum. Living in an old cabin off the shores of Lake Butterscotch, Bubblegum's trying to make a new start and a new kingdom out of vegetables. But Varmints keep attacking her pumpkins. The two team up to fight the Varmints in the rock candy mines. While trapped, they uncover an old piece of Bubblegum's graffiti, and she confesses she's lost control of everything. She pushed everyone away.
Look where that landed me.
And now she needs to rely on her friend to escape. The quiet end of the episode sees Bubblegum learning to lean on her friend again. The normal. Two friends going back into the past and working through their emotional baggage together. Sometimes the hardest thing in Ooo isn't fighting monsters. It's saying sorry and being vulnerable. The not so normal. It's quite a list. Magic boots, varmints, a solid amount of shape-shifting, and 2 very ancient beings. And coolest of all, a gun that turns the baddies into batteries. Not many entries left, and for Season 8, we have Normal Man. Okay, so we didn't just pick this one purely because of the name. The episode kicks off with Normal Man, the former Magic Man, crashing outside the tree fort and getting a pan to the head for his troubles. He pleads with Finn and Jake to help rescue his brother, Glob, who's been kidnapped by Tiny Manticore. Normal Man insists he's trying to atone for his chaotic past.
Just a few more laps and I'll break the jerk world record.
Now they have to evade Wild Trap Mountain's elaborate gauntlet of guardians, and especially this one quiet dude nobody messes with. When they reach the top, Normal Man dramatically offers his life for his brother's freedom. They both end up falling to death, but their mid-air reconciliation is enough to change Tiny's mind. Everyone is saved. Okay, maybe not. The motive in this one is certainly very relatable. It's all about guilt, atonement, and aiming to be better. Pretty normal, pretty human. That said, this is also a story of intergalactic betrayal and floating heads. Need we go on? We're almost there. Season 9 gives us Ketchup. Here, Marceline asks BMO's help to recover files from a rusty old USB. It's gonna take a while, so they need to kill time. After BMO's pretty fantastical account of a recent boat trip with Finn and Jake, Marceline decides to tell a story of her own, with puppets. This is a story of how Rockstar Girl fights the evil Blue Tranch after she turns a Lollipop Girl and everyone else into potato heads. Only, this one gets sad. When Rockstar Girl gets the antidote, she finds her friend Lollipop too far gone to be saved, so explodes into stardust. When the drive finally loads, it reveals a slideshow of Marceline and her mother. Rather than talk about the people in the pictures, Marceline asks BMO to make up a simple story to ease her pain. Like BMO, we can see Marceline is avoiding her feelings. When pain is too great to face all at once, sometimes we need gentle fiction to process the truth. This is a heavy episode, but a beautiful one, and a very real one too. Because, if we're honest, we've all been Marceline in this situation. While we have fantastical elements throughout, yes, there's a big cat with legs on its back, the most resonant images we see are of sunsets and sandcastles. Our last candidate, Season 10's Blananas. The episode kicks off when Finn writes a joke for his favorite magazine, Bleh, but BMO declares it's not funny.
No humor detected.
Finn decides he must travel to Bleh headquarters to prove his comic genius is worthy of publication. Who does he enlist to join him? The one person so desperate for his approval he'll agree to anything. Ice King. A quick teleportation later and they arrive in an ancient, swampy pre-war city, only to find out the Bleh employees have been dead for 500 years. After recruiting penguins and a pudding troll, they publish a final issue. Finn finally accepts that it doesn't matter if his joke is funny. He just wanted to be part of the creative process. Okay, so this one is about seeking creative recognition. Pretty normal human behavior. What elevates it is that this happens in the middle of a final season that has so much work to do in wrapping up the series. It's so lore-dense everywhere else. The Great Gum War, Finn's struggle with Fern's dark side, Betty's attempt to transform the Ice King back into Simon Petrikov. That being said, throughout we are reminded that Bleh headquarters is essentially a pre-Mushroom War relic. So, now to answer the question you've been waiting for. But how do we pick? No episode is completely free of lore, magic, and wonderfully creative creatures. So ultimately, the most normal episodes are the ones where the emotions feel real, even if the world doesn't. With that in mind, my two favorite people deserves an honorable mention, as does I Remember You and Thank You. But our final pick is Ketchup. It's about being there for your friend. It's about telling stories to help us process pain. It's meta, it's inspirational, it's universal, and it is art. Did we make the right choice? What would be your top pick? Let us know in the comments. And if you're ready to adventure through Ooo with us, subscribe to the channel.